Welcome to the Report Connection with Tommy. This video is on your indie Fed news for the month of May and halfway through June. Catching up on the indie Fed news. New York City's first women's wrestling event results from Valkerie. On Saturday, May 24th, Valkerie Women's Professional Wrestling held its first ever all-women's wrestling event in New York City, also crowning a victor in the first international Joshi Grand Prix in the opening round of the IJPG. The technique of Hania, the Howling Huntress, won out over the arrogance of Cherry Bomb. La Rose Negra, Aggression, and her entourage of Ejecutivo Jorge, Estrella, and Secretaria Personal Debbie pinned Brooklyn's Amber and Rodriguez. The power of Bonesaw, Jesse Brooks, defeated the rookie Davian, and the veteran Sumi Sakai beat the psychotic mistress Belmont. After the intermission, Ludus student Chris Ricks stole the mic and began bad-mouthing women's wrestling. Nyla the Destroyer came out and destroyed him with the 3 power bombs, to the very loud appreciation of the crowd. In the IJP semifinals, La Rosa Negra and her entourage played the numbers game to defeat Hania the Howling Huntress. Sumi Sakai Experience snuck out a victory against Bonesaw Jesse Brooks. In a non-tournament challenge match, former NWA Women's World Champion Casey Carlisle pulled out all the stops to defeat Jessie Bell Smothers, who replaced the injured Mickey Knuckles. Sumi Sakai was able to overcome the odds and pin La Rosa Negra to become the first winner of the International Joshi Grand Prix. Valkerie returned Saturday, July 16th at Ludus 133 29th Street in Brooklyn, New York, with a 7 p.m. bell time. So far announced, IJPG winner Sumi Sakai, Cherry Bomb, Casey Carlisle, La Rosa Negra, with Ejecutivo Jorge Estrella, and Secretaria Personal Debbie. Bonesaw Jesse Brooks, Mistress Belmont, Davian, Nyla the Destroyer, and more. Visit the event site at this link here. Of course, it's on Facebook, their events. Update from Germany from June the 12th, 2014. Westside Extreme Wrestling, WXW, was called Big Daddy Walter versus Tommy in for the title. Big Daddy Walter, also known as Big Van Walter, was announced as the next challenger for Tommy Inn's Unified World Wrestling Championship. While Walter won the shortcut to the top match to earn the shot at the gold at the last event, Tommy Inn defeated Chris Hero to retain the gold in the same night. Now the two will finally step in the ring at WXW's Fan Appreciation Night on 27th of July in Oberhausen, Germany. Bad Bones versus Chris Sabin. Former TNA World Heavyweight Champion Chris Sabin faces Bad Bones John Klinger in Hamburg, Germany on August the 8th. The Mark Sale in Hamburg was the hosting venue for the several praise events in the past, and the company continues to deliver reasons to attend these shows. Bad Bones vs. Chris Sabin will, without a doubt, be an excellent encounter. And you can go to this link here as well, wxw-wrestling.com. WXW On Demand, the Drive of Champions Tour finale from May 31st was added to the WXW's growing On Demand archive. Watch Tommy Inn versus Chris Hero for the world title, Big Daddy Walter against Bad Bones, Karsten Beck and Al Tesser, the huge shortcut to the top battle, and much more. Also available among many other shows is Superstars of Wrestling, including John Morrison, Chris Masters, Steve Corino, and Terry Funk. And this year's 16 karat gold, including Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Matt Striker, and Chris Hero. I'll give you that link as well. Germany Stampede Wrestling, GSW. Matt Cross returns. Yes, former WWE Tough Enough participant M-Dog 20. Matt Cross was announced for GSW's Power Game on the 12th of July in Marburg, Germany. Cross has a history with this company as he held the GSW Breakthrough Championship in 2010. Now Cross returns to battle Tommy End for the vacant title. Also announced was Doug Williams, who will step in the ring against Ivan Kiev. And Chris Cole in his three-way dance, Michael Kovac, Absolute Indy, and many more. 8-man tournament for the number one contendership. While Marburg may be seen as the home base for GSW, the organization will hold its first event in Hagenhast, Germany, only 2 weeks later on 26th of July. Center of attention will be the 8-man tournament for a shot at the GSW World Heavyweight Championship. The title is currently held by Carson Beck, who is set to defend the championship against Pascal Falter on July 12th. For more info, go to gsw-wrestling.de. For those that don't know, I was born in West Berlin, Germany. And my brother, he was born in Frankfurt, Germany. 2.5 years apart. New European Championship Wrestling, called NEW. All right. New Extreme 3 on DVD. That's what they're calling it. This company has released Extreme 3 on DVD, which is available at their online shop. The event has received very good feedback by fans and was arguably one of the best shows that ever delivered by a promoter. Get this, Das Wonder Kid Alex Wright, who was recently at a WWE NXT event or at the center training some wrestlers. As NEW's next event will take place on July 5th in Heidorf, Germany. And the link for that, I'll post them all in one solid link for these companies. It's www.new-wrestling.de/en. European Wrestling Promotion, that's EWP. Van Gaston defends title in Japan. Leon Van Gaston is his name, successfully defended his EWP International Intercontinental Championship against Hiroshi Yamato at Wrestle One's event on May the 4th in Tokyo, Japan. The champion beat his opponent in the 4th round of the bout. The match was conducted under EWP rules and is set to return to Japan for another title defense on July 6th. EWP and Wrestle One have recently agreed to cooperate in various areas. EWP's next event, Wrestling Festival, will take place on the 20th of September in Hanover, Germany. Again, this link is wrestling24.de. Like I said, I'll post them all together on the link website. And thanks for the news. Thanks to David Schmida. June the 14th news, first event result. First wrestling, Wrestlepalooza, number 4, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, at First Avenue. Report by .net, Jason Powell, ProWrestling.net, that is. Match number 1, Yabo the Clown defeated Rough Crossing. The live crowd was responsive to the clown gimmick and the silliness of watching him wrestle a cowboy character. Number 2, Wildcat won a 10-man Battle Royal Rumble style Battle Royal to win a Pabst Blue Ribbon trophy. This must have been a Stone Cold sponsor match. Got Steve Weiser where they got the Pabst Blue Ribbon instead. This was essentially a gimmick Battle Royal as there was a cop, a kilted tag team, a masked dog character, a masked cat character, a couple of masked characters whose gimmicks remained a mystery. The only thing that matters in this nightclub crowd The crowd ate it up. The masked Wildcat drew hilarious meow chants similar to Daniel Bryan's yes chants. Likewise, the masked Yellow Dog character got woof chants. As ridiculous as this may seem on paper, the cat and dog gimmicks are a riot when supported by a nightclub filled with rowdy fans looking to have a good time. Wonder if they were taking one down, passing around, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Match number 3, Playboy Pete, huge, defeated Horace the Psychopath. A strong match with some really good near falls, and down the stretch, Horace is a local indie wrestling institution, and fans always get behind his act. Huge can always be counted on for a good match, and this was no exception. Jason was legitimately surprised to see Huge go over clean on the popular Horace. Match number 4, Eric Cannon pinned Rob James. James delivered a Rick Rude style pre-match routine that included consuming a beer that was low in carbs while mocking fans who drank Pabst Blue Ribbon, the sponsor of the show, and Cannon. After James issued an open challenge, Cannon came out to a strong reaction. There were several mostly empty cans of PBR thrown in the ring. It's always fun until someone loses an eye, an ear, gets hit in the head with a full beer. Anyway, James had put on a little weight since the last time Mr. Powell saw him, which actually makes his 6% body fat. And diabetes ain't sexy. Gimmick worked better because he comes off like a hypocrite. The fans love Cannon, and I think the biggest match the promotion has is an eventual showdown between him and Horace. No turn needed to let the fans choose between the two local heroes. Match number 5, Zero Gravity beat North Star Express. The Fun Spot Fest. This was a fun spot fest that referee Bob Page shamefully lost control of almost immediately. A good referee would not have allowed this to morph into a tornado-style match. Similar to Power Rangers, morphing. Heck, a good referee would make sure that the ring had tag ropes. Rob will tell you that in the ring doesn't have tag ropes, so that it's out of control. But how could it be possibly cost Rob to invest in a pair of makeshift shoestrings? Cheap ass. The match was filled with crowd-pleasing high spots. There were loud chants, "This is wrestling, please don't stop," and "This is awesome" chants. The Express duo of Ryan Cruz and Darren Corbin never ceased to disappoint in the ring, and I've seen Cruz steal shows and singles matches as well. Match number 6, Colt Cabana beat Aria Daivari as Cabana took the mic and told the crowd that rumors of CM Punk and AJ Lee getting married over the weekend were true. Okay, I'm making that part up. According to Jason Powell, he did no such thing. Daivari came out waving the Iranian flag. He cut a promo about how it was Flag Day, so he wanted to wave the flag of the greatest country in the world. Cabana made his entrance and then stopped. He went backstage and brought out an American flag, which drew USA chants and led Colt playing homage to Hacksaw Jim Duggan at one point. Colt brought a table into the ring and put Daivari through it and sent the crowd home happy. The usual fun Cabana match. And it's really bizarre to think that there's not a place for Cabana and Daivari on the WWE, TNA, or Ring of Honor roster. As Jason finishes off, there were roughly 450 fans in attendance, which is a nice number considering it was a stormy night in Minneapolis, and tickets were $18 prior to the show and $20 at the door. There were a pair of burlesque dancers and the punk band Banner Pilot mixed in in different points between the matches. The burlesque performances definitely held the crowd's attention, and the loudest cheers for the second dancer actually came from the female spectators. The band's first set held the attention of the fans, but the second set seemed to serve as an extra intermission for a lot of fans. I'd have the band play a 30-minute set leading up to the show so that fans are greeted by music when they enter, and then bring them back once late in the actual show. The show moved at a really good pace. There were no big gaps between matches or performances, and the crowd never seemed to be burned out. Promoter Eric Cannon runs a smooth show, and it seems like the talent takes a lot of pride in the promotion. They all did their part to help promote the event by social media, and everyone I encountered spoke with pride about it afterwards. Cannon and company know their audience well, and the gimmicky wrestlers were very received by the bar crowds. No return date was announced, but I highly recommend attending a future event in this fun atmosphere. On June 14th, again, Reborn Wrestling, Johnson City, Tennessee, at Trinity Assembly of God. Report by ProWrestling.net reader David Green, match number 1, Mikey McMasters and Justice defeated the Cold Alex Winters and Goliath Hayes. Winters and Hayes held a district advantage the whole match, as McMasters and Justice could not mount much offense at all. Winters and Hayes won the match very easily, but did not stop after the bell, continuing to punish McMasters and Justice until the referee reversed the decision and called it by disqualification. Match number 2, Hot Stuff Anthony Brody defeated Marty Murr, as Brody, not to be confused with the late great Eddie Gilbert, held an advantage 90% of the match and won very decisively. Match number 3, the redeemed Greg Poe with Exotica defeated Doctor of Destruction in a match where Poe put up his Pure Wrestling Cup versus the Doctor, who showed enormous potential, hitting Poe with everything but the kitchen sink. But Poe held on to pick up the victory, pleasing his manager Exotica. Match number 4, Chris Graves defeated Channing Drake. Graves is one half of the tag champions. He defeated Drake in what was supposed to be a tag team match for the Reborn Tag Team Championship. Number 5, Air America defeated Eddie Golden and Stan the Man Lee with Brooklyn. Air America stole the show, showing enormous talent and athleticism, as Lee and Golden, the cousin of the famous Jimmy Golden, were spunky and mounted a surprisingly good offense, but Air America was just too much in the end. Getting a double 3 count on Golden and Lee, Lee and Golden blamed the loss on Brooklyn and threw her around. She was saved by Air America. Match number 6, Marky Mark with Voodoo LaCroix defeated James Dillon with Valentina. Marky Mark was in control most of the match and received the second largest pop of the night next to Jake the Snake Roberts. Dillon was trying to talk on the mic, which was interrupted by fans saying, "What?" The old Stone Cold catchphrase, as Marky Mark pinned Dillon for the win. And I don't think that's the same guy from the Backstreet Boys. Match number 7, Jake the Snake, the Stallion, Alex Cage defeated Easy Money, Reborn Champion Cody Isis, and Anthony Brody with Exotica in a 6-man tag match. Money was easily the class of the match and was in control after several tags were exchanged, and then Jake the Snake Roberts was then tagged in. Jake then done his famous short arm clothesline and on Money, and then finishes things up with a DDT. Notes from the match: this was an entertaining evening, and also got to meet WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts and get a couple of signed pictures. I got to see Easy Money, who has always been underrated and has also gotten the raw end of the stick everywhere he goes. He was becoming a big name in ECW towards the end, and finally given another chance in WCW as Jason Jett, where he showed remarkable charisma and talent, and also appeared on one pay-per-view before he was shafted again. This was not the younger Jake Roberts of the 80s. He was merely a shadow of his former self, but it took me back to when all was right in the world. He clearly had chronic neck pain, but fought through it, and it gave everybody their money's worth. Exotica, otherwise known as Daniel Campbell, is a good friend of mine and was a talented wrestler himself until health problems forced him to retire and become a manager. Daniel said he chose the name Exotica because he admired the exotic one, Adrian Street. Air America is very talented and would hear from them. We would hear from them again. Reborn Championship Wrestling is a Christian based and puts a refreshing spin on wrestling. There's another Christian based indie fed called Carolina Christian Wrestling, CCW. 6/14, again June 14th, CZW Tournament of Death. 8 results from Townsend, Delaware. Match number 1, Lucky 13 defeated Jackie Numazawa in a fans bring the dildos match. That must have been fun. Must have slapped him with a dildo, shoved it up his ass, and pinned him. I'm joking about that. Match number 2, Masada defeated Arrow Boy in a barbed wire Magnus match. Match number 3, Danny Havoc defeated Masahiro Takeda in a ultraviolet pitch match. Never heard of that kind of match. Match number 4, Jun Kasai defeated Matt Tremont in a light tube bundles match. I guess you had to get a box of light tubes and put them through it and use them. Match number 5, Joe Gacy defeated Alexander James. Match number 6, Masada defeated Lucky 13 in the Panes of Glass match. Match number 7, Jun Kasai defeated Danny Havoc in a competitor's choice match. And match number 8, CZW Tag Team Champions, the Juicy Product, with Shelly Martinez. You haven't heard that one in wrestling in quite a while. Defeated Drew Gulak and Sozio to retain the titles when Sozio turned on Gulak. Match number 4, Devin Moore defeated Ron Mathis and his fans bring the weapons match. Match number 10, Jun Kasai defeated Masada to win the tournament of Death 13. DJ Hyde came out afterwards and said that there would be a tournament of death next year as well. And for that one, go to the website, czwwrestling.com. The Championship Wrestling from Hollywood ran on Sunday, on June the 15th, in Port Hueneme, California. I hope I pronounced that right. With the following results. Winning Mac won the Red Carpet Rumble. AJ Styles over Trent Beretta. Matt Hardy defeated Ricky Mandel by disqualification in a Heritage Championship match. Rock Nest Monsters defeated Colt Cabana and Peter Avalon. Joey Ryan defeated Ryan Taylor in a MAV TV match style title match. Terex defeated Eli Everly, Rudy, and another wrestler. Notable names in the Rumble match included Sean Waltman and Matt Steicher. And thanks to the results by PW Ponderings for that courtesy. American Made Pro is running on August the 5th in Port Richey, Florida at New Lake Civic Association with an event headlined by B. Brian Blair versus Tokyo Monster Kagas. For more info on that event, visit facebook.com/American Made Pro. Capital City Championship Combat is running the Crossing the Line 7. Oh, definitely SE7EN. Event on Saturday in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada at Veneer Columbus Club at 260 MacArthur Road, featuring Scotty O'Shea versus Bucks Belmar for the C4 Championship, Mikey Bailey versus Beth Busick, Matthew St. Jacques and Thomas Dubois versus Cecil Nix and Chaz Lovely, along with Josh Alexander versus Matt Tremont and more. For more details on the show, C4Wrestling.com. CWE TV was back on the air this past Friday night and is now online to view. And I'll post that link as it's on YouTube. As there was action packed with 3 big matches involving some of the biggest stars in Canadian wrestling elite. And I guess this is some of the matches. CWE Championship match. CWE Champion, the Piss Off Pitbull, Bobby Royce versus Heavy Metal. Hotshot Danny Duggan versus Big Sexy Beast, AJ Sanchez. Multi-Man Mayhem for the #1 contendership to the CWE 123 approved.ca TV title. Cam Kazi versus Blue Eyed Idol. Tyler Colton versus Chevy versus Cannibal versus First All-Star Brian Rich versus the German Juggernaut Moses Luke with Ava in the corner. June 15th, results given by Jay Shannon. Ring of Honor, Kevin Steen finally got a shot at Adam Cole's Ring of Honor World title. Roll the opening montage. We are north of the border for tonight's show. Welcome to Canada. Ring of Honor had a pair of fantastic matches for us this week. Let's get right to it. The feud between Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander was showcased. Strong took the assertion and that Alexander stole his finisher. Over the past few weeks, Strong and the Decade have done their best to embarrass and humiliate Alexander. The Decade have been banned from tonight's match. Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander in a grudge match. Two men threw bombs, big time. The Bandera clothesline and suicide dive by Cedric. Said he then pitched Roddy back into the ring and then went off with a knife edge chop. Knee lift and elbow drop by Roderick. European uppercut by Cedric. Into a wild series of corner stomps. Back elbow by Roddy. Followed by a knife edge chop again. Whipped by Roddy. But Cedric got the feet up. Cedric went up top and then drop kick, but in a bad way. Cedric's leg was twisted around the top rope. Roddy with several running kicks until Cedric finally fell and took some break. Cedric with forearms, but Roddy with an Olympic slam attempt. Trouble in Paradise moves by Cedric. Clothesline and back elbow and headbutts by Cedric. Roddy flipped Cedric onto the apron. Springboard clothesline by Cedric. 2 count. Spin kick into a Michinoku driver by Cedric. Roddy escaped the fireman's carry but took a nasty back elbow. Scoop backbreaker by Roderick for a 2 count. Cedric blocked a Uranagi and then almost pinned Roderick with a crucifix. Kitchen sink by Strong. Knife edge chop by Strong. Then fans got under Strong's skin, jumping insecurity on Cedric. Superplex, 1, 2, no! Kick out. Steve Corino kept yelling that Roderick Strong could not beat Cedric Alexander. And Strong went for the stronghold, lost Jericho move, but never quite could get locked in. Knee lift to Cedric's chest. Slap fest led to Cedric spitting in Strong's face. Double elevator knee and then running elbow. 2 running elbows by Strong. Cedric with a running strike, and then Cedric kick to the kill, number 2. Rope run insecurity to the face of Strong, and Cedric went to the top, but missed over time. Double knee gut buster by Strong, but Cedric came back with a lumbar check. Could be, might be, not yet. Jumping knee. Cedric converted his suplex into a small package. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Cedric Alexander, on a roll ranking 3.25 out of a possible 5. After the match, various members of the Decade rushed in. T.D. Thomas with a mafioso kick to Cedric, and B.J. Whitmer, T.D. Thomas, Jimmy Jacobs, and Roger Strong annihilated Cedric. powerbomb through a pair of chairs to destroy Cedric. Adam Cole cut a promo about Kevin Steen and was destined to fail in their title match. Cole wanted his team to continue to suffer. Matt Taven versus Truth Martini feud was highlighted. Matt fired Truth. Truth then aligned himself with Jay Lethal. Truth then brainwashed Lethal into thinking that having him as the manager would be a good thing. Truth burned Taven, and then in the locker room, Taven with a battle with Jay Lethal at Best in the World on June 22nd. Wow, 3 great pay-per-views in a row. Summerversary, TNA, Best in the World, Ring of Honor, and Money in the Bank, WWE. This is one of the best times in a long time to be a wrestling fan. Kevin Steen was the next star to be focused on. Steen had been dealing with a lot in the last year or so. He had to fight Scum and to destroy it. Now he's ready to take the title from Adam Cole, or whoever holds it. Tonight he fights Cole. Kevin Steen versus Adam Cole, Ring of Honor World title. The ref had to hold back Steen as Cole posed. The fans chanted, "Kill, Steen, kill." Steen had his Canadian flag to honor his home country. Steen threw his flag at Cole's face. Cole blew his nose on it and threw it out of the ring. That drew the cheapest heat. Code of Honor handshake. Steen kissed Cole's hand and to humiliate him by calling him a biatch. Cole with a boot after hit him with some punches. Back elbow by Steen. Knife edge shot by Steen. Scoop slam. Avoided and Cole drop kicked the knee. Cole went right after the knee. Steen kicked Cole out of the ring. Cole put Steen out and slammed his face into the apron. Steen sidestepped the suicide dive for a break. And the Briscoes, must be a commercial break. The Briscoes cut a promo against Matt Hardy. Jay was worried that he was going to get the Briscoes kicked off the pay-per-view. At Best in the World, it will be the Briscoes versus Matt Hardy and Michael Bennett with Maria. The fight was out on the floor. Cole's nethers were run into the ring post. Steen chatted with the crowd. Steen ran the crotch into another post. The fans were loving it. The old age chant got going. Cole shoved Steen into the ring post. Steen ran the crotch again into another post. The yellow chant started again and louder and louder. The chant used to tick off Steen. Now he loves it. Corner mount punches by Steen. And then Cole slid under and super kicked the knee. Super kicked the knee. Steen tumbled off the ropes. Cole then slams Steen's knee on the ring edge. Toughest part of the ring. Back in the ring, Cole with the knee DDT. Cole worked over the bad wheel. And Steen kicked out of the figure 4. Cole twisted the knee and then extended the leg. Steen with wild chops to get free. Steen had a hard time getting to his feet, but still hit some nice knife edge shots. Cole kept the focus on the bad knee. Steen flipped Cole onto the apron and nailed the rope assisted DDT. And then Cole fell out to the floor. Cole then posted Steen and slammed the knee into the ring post. Over and over again. Ring post. Figure 4 by Cole. Cole slammed Steen's leg into the ring barrier. Cole then got back in the ring. Axe bombed by Cole. Failed. Steen with a ring apron power bomb. Steen collapsed as Ring of Honor took another commercial break. Steen went up top as Adam Cole went down. Backsplash senton from the top. 2 count. Steen held his hurt knee. Mr. Wrestling came out from the Canadian. Mr. Wrestling chant. Cole with a version of the Attitude Neckbreaker. 2 count. Back elbow by Steen. Cole drop kicked Steen's knee again. They were up on the ropes. Super Fisherman suplex by Steen. How that wasn't a 3 was beyond me. Steen missed the cannonball. Steen went for the package pile driver, but the knee buckled and Cole with a figure 4. Steen refused to quit. Steen rolled to try to get free or reach the ropes, but couldn't reach his goal. Steen finally reversed the figure four. Cole wanted the Florida keys, but Steen escaped. Cole avoided the sleeper suplex, but fell to the top of the power bomb. Sharpshooter by Steen, but Kevin's knees gave way again. Adam Cole looked scared to death. Sleeper jumper suplex by Steen for a 2.5 plus count. Steen called for the finish. Michael Bennett made the rush in, and Steen kicked the ropes up into his nethers. Package pile driver to Bennett. Super kick, release drummer, and Florida keys for the 1-2 kick out. Cole was so confused. Kill Steen kill rang again from the crowd yet again. Adam Cole with a super kick to the knee and then to the face. Steen blocked the destroyer and put on another sharpshooter as Cole got to the ropes. Cole with a jumping insecurity from the floor. Cole went to the top rope. Steen with a super brain buster. 1-2. Are you freaking kidding me? Steve Corino caught himself and cheering for Steen. Steen wanted the package power driver, but Cole fell. Small package for another 2 count. So his Coleslaw got out on the package power driver and hit a super kick to the face with a 1-2-3. Your winner, Adam Cole. And a 4.25 out of 5 stars. What a fantastic match. Remember, next weekend is the best in the world. I've already did the results for that, but didn't get this result in with that. Later this week. Okay, that was posted from last week. Thanks to Jay Shannon for that result. Okay. Results from more indie feds by state. Thomas Rude sent this in. From Alabama, June 6th, 2014, Piedmont Pro South Wrestling at the Pro South Arena. Damon Seratone and Jed Johnson defeated Chris McCann and James Hardy. What? Another Hardy boy? I don't think they're any relation. Drew Games defeated by pinfall Eli Daniels. Josh Storm and Chris Gans defeated Tyler Sutton and J.D. Rollins. Jimmy Rave pinned Scott Aries. I wonder if that's Austin Aries' brother, son, or whatever. Ace Heaven versus Big Bomb went to a no count out. From Florida, from May 24th, 2014, from Orlando, I Believe in Wrestling at the Team Vision Dojo. Tristan Kilai, one pinned Wayne Van Dyke. Chasing Rain, the pinned Tristan Kilai. Again. Brittany defeated Sue Young and Lizzie Paris in a 3-way dance. Josh Hess pinned Russell Payne, Tim Zabisco. Yes, the living legend's son. Chick Adams, Oso Panda, and Sweet Thang. Willie defeated Gabriel Black, Joey Mayberry, and DJ Chino, and Brian Burbank. Aaron Epic and Jesus De Leon defeated Ethan Case and Elijah Evan IV. Rhett Giddens pinned Jason Cade. June the 14th, results from Orlando, I Believe in Wrestling at the Team Vision Dojo. Chico Adams pinned Jason Cade. Russell Payne pinned Joey Mayberry. Brittany pinned Johnny Stooge. Jason Rain pinned Tim Zabisco. Gabriel Black and Lizzie Paris defeated Sweet Thang Willie and Black Archer. Aaron Epic pinned Oso Panda and Tim Zabisco in double action on that night. Pinned Johnny Stooge. Rhett Giddens defeated Josh Hess by disqualification. From Indiana, June 14th. Results. Terry Hott, New Wave Pro at the New Wave Pro Arena. Joey Owen pinned Patrick Crosser. Mark Vandy pinned Blake Reed. Jason Levi pinned Boat Brandy and Jordan Grace. Jonathan Owens pinned Vinny Balzano. Justin Myers and TJ Fantastic defeated Evil Intentions of Rage and Darkside to become the new tag team champions. Kenny Taylor pinned Tolerant Zero. That's X-Zero. Richard Kent pinned J. Tank Oleander. From Illinois, June 14th. Chicago style wrestling at the Edison Park Inn. Yeah, hotel. Clancy O'Connor defeated Archangel and Jeff Troy in a triple threat match. Tri-State Airstrike of Colin Smith and Chris Miller defeated Elite Pain and Elite Pain tag team of Marco Anthony and Hunter Payne to become the new CSW toy replica tag team champions. Brad Kevins and Roy Flash Daniels defeated Frostbite and Carlos Rivera. Willie Richardson defeated Colin Cambridge by count out. Elite Pain again tag team. Marco Anthony and Hunter Payne defeated the Asylum of the Lunatic and Eric Edwards. Acid Jazz pinned Jester Yorick. Nick Coulter pinned Mr. 450. Jason Duke defeated Marsh Rocket in a no disqualification match to become the new CSW heavyweight champion. From New Jersey, from June 13th, from Nutley IWF Wrestling at the IWF Center, Sean Donovan versus Shane O'Brien went to a 15-minute time limit draw. Carson Slade pinned Michael T. Blake. Biggie Biggs defeated Corey Havoc by disqualification. Frank Scollery pinned Mike Kemet. Roman Zachary pinned Moise Espinal from Ohio on June 11th. Dayton Rockstar Pro Wrestling at the Rockstar Pro Arena. Kyle Craven defeated the Great American Beast by count out. Mephisto versus Duke Beefhammer went to a no contest. The squad of Tom McLean and Danger defeated the Fight tag team of Draven and Jared Harris. Ace Perry pinned Benjamin Camara. Jeremiah defeated Papano. Joe and Zach Spades in a triple threat match. Danger Zone of Kyle Maverick and Austin Bradley defeated John Murray and Tracy Smothers. OI4K tag team of Jake Christ, Davey Christ, and Ron Mathis and Alex Cullen defeated Aaron Williams, Matt Taylor, Jim Hutchison, and Jared in a 8-man tag match. From Dayton, Rockstar Pro Wrestling at the Rockstar Arena, Duke Beefhammer and Jeremiah defeated Papano Joe, a Great American Beast. Johnny Hollows pinned Hakeem Zane. Michael defeated Lufisto. By disqualification, the Fight tag team of David and Jared Harris defeated Smart Bombs tag team, Smart Bombs Deluxe of John Murray and Bruce Gray, that is. Alex Cullen defeated Jake Oman, Kyle Craven, and Zach Vincent in a fatal four-way dance. Dave Christ defeated Matt Taylor by disqualification. Ron Mathis defeated Jim Hutchison in a last man standing match. Danger Zone of Kyle Maverick and Austin Bradley defeated the squad of Tom McLean and Danger. Ace Perry defeated Benjamin Camara. Aaron Williams defeated Jake Christ, Jerome Phillips, and Zach Spades in a four-way ladder match. And that was from June 13 results. From June 8th, from Franklin Star Wrestling Association at the Miami Valley Sports Center. Johnny H. pinned Chief Dante. Aeon Gunn and Havoc defeated Inferno and Matt Lethal. Dominic McCool pinned Frankie Gambino. Phoenix Wrestler pinned Mike Brody. Dan Hanson and Sergeant Matt Thompson defeated Toxic and Kai. And Hijack pinned Steve Anderson. John Boy defeated Bronco Warrior in a Falls Count Anywhere match, becoming the new SWA Wildcard Champion. From the June 7th results from Marion NWA Sports Entertainment Wrestling at the USWA Local Hall, Malice pinned AJ Stowe to become the new citywide champion. Cody Reaper pinned War Machine Williams. Bruiser Schmidt pinned Ethan Wright. Brian Douglas pinned Joe Bruiser. The Bearded Dragons defeated Brothers X, Joshua Sins, and Alex Daniels defeated Owen Travers and Ryan Burke. Steve Allen pinned Alex Matthews. Kayla defeated Haley Rose. Shayla Hyde and Samantha Heights to become the new women's champion. And Jason Franchise won a 5-man battle royal. Renzo Lavelle defeated Kano Josh Emmanuel by disqualifications. On June the 7th, Nelsonville Extreme Wrestling Entertainment at the Hocking College Student Center. Duke Beefhammer pinned Levi Connors to become the sole champion of the XWE tag team titles. Devlin Anderson pinned Nate Rose. Jock Sampson defeated Flex Taylor and Mac Diesel in a handicap match. Otto Von Boogie Meister defeated Dane Stratmore in a last man standing match. Corey Mason defeated K-Hoss and Flash Fury. Matt Taylor defeated Brandon Fields in a first over Fields rules match. That one's new. Jimmy Malloy defeated Dirk Extreme. Jerry Bishop and Tom Chill in a fatal 4-way dance. Again from June the 7th. Springfield Dynamic Championship Wrestling at the VFW. Big Red pinned Alex Stone. Even Steel pinned Big Jim Hutchison. Tommy Blaze pinned Andrew Stryker. Vandal pinned Sean Draven. Bruce Gray pinned Mac McFat. Brandon James pinned Chris Payne. The over-the-top battle royal went to a no contest. Also June the 7th, Williamsburg, World's Best Wrestling at the Moeller Raceway Park. Morimoto defeated Louis Perez by submission. Lil C pinned Eclipso. Then Eclipso and Louis Perez defeated Morimoto, Dirty South, and the Mastermind. From June 6th, Portland Blue Collar Wrestling at the Eagles Lodge. The Suicide Pact defeated DeMarcus and Kane James. Lone Star defeated Aries Toretto. Buddy Highway, Tony Stetson, and Eric Hansen in a 5-way dance to become the BCW Heavyweight Champion. J-Dog defeated Fula Hibashi. Petro pinned Kite Atkins to become the new UIWA Northwest Champion. Chief Atakula defeated Tex Thompson by a reverse decision to become the new IJPG Universe Champion. June the 15th, Portland Blue Collar Wrestling at the Portland Eagles Lodge. Buddy Highway versus Emperor Void went to a no contest. Pantera Blanca Jr. defeated Petrov by disqualification. Suicide Pact defeated Kane and DeMarcus James. Ares Toretto defeated Tony Stetson and Lone Star in a triple threat match to become the new BCW champion. Damon Skype pinned Rodeo. From Pennsylvania, June 14th, Philadelphia Wrestling with Disasters, the final cut at the 2300 Arena. Nick Dimitratos pinned Eddie Van Hazard. Danny Doring pinned Bill Wild. Well, you haven't heard that name in a while. Remember from ECW fame? Jimmy Jacked Cash defeated Cryptic Keegan and Luis Martinez in a 3-way match. Blue Meanie, Little Guido, and Al Snow defeated Mike Spanos. That's almost the BWO. That's ECW team. Defeated Mike Spanos, Mark Cruz, and Grey Wolf. Joe Gibson pinned Dr. Porter. Tyler Fullerton pinned Shaheem Heem. Alley by disqualification. Lance Anoy pinned Corey Castle. Pitbull Gary Wolf versus Shane Douglas in a dog collar match. Went to a no count out. The Samoans and Cliff Compton. Remember the Deuce and Domino thing? Defeated the Powers of Pain. The Power of Pain and Angel Medina. Scorpio back in action. Defeated Alpha Jr. and Sabu in a 3-way match. Also on the 14th from Tennessee, Lewisburg, also wrestling at the House of Pain. Jeremy Flint pinned Mark Donovan. Tyler Bivens pinned Lex Victory. Jeremiah Plunkett pinned Chris Hearn. Ringmaster pinned Mikey Dunn. What? Is that a gimmick infringement? Some cold old gimmick from whichever, W7. Larry Cooter and Sean Fatal defeated Lawrence and Jamie Jones to become the new ASW Tag Team Champions. And from May 31st, 2014, this will be my final result for this video. Red Bait from TWE, from the TWE Arena. Corey Dye pinned Toy Dotson to become the new Pure Division Champion. Billy Jesser pinned Brad Cash. Widowmaker, Crazy, and Calypso defeated Mickey Dregs, Oreo, and Skull. Crystal Fire won a six-pack challenge. Chip Hazard pinned Drew Gain. Jaden Newman and Jake Murphy defeated J.D. Rollins and Tyler Sutton by disqualification. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless. See you one will be ya. If you didn't know, check me out. You better call me, bro.